So let me ask you something. What if the secret to being amazing at your job wasn't about learning some new tech skill, but about rediscovering your own humanity? Today, we're diving into a concept called the Humanization Blueprint. Now, it got its start in the beauty industry, but you're about to see how its lessons can totally transform any job that involves serving other people.
First things first, a quick question for you. What do you think is a beauty professional's most important tool? I bet your mind immediately jumps to scissors, or brushes, or maybe some high-tech gadget. And yeah, those are all super important. But what if the most critical tool isn't something you can hold in your hand at all? And this quote right here, it just gets to the absolute heart of it. It's not about just learning a craft. It's about preparing to serve human beings. I mean, really think about that for a second. The person in front of you, they're not just a client or a customer. They're bringing their entire life, all their joys, their stresses, their vulnerabilities into that room with you. And getting that, well, that's the foundation for everything else. And that brings us to the big idea for today, the Humanization Blueprint. This isn't just another business strategy or a checklist to memorize. Nope. This is a whole new philosophy of service. It's about completely reframing what it means to be a professional by putting our shared humanity right at the center of it all. So, what does humanization really mean in this context? It's actually pretty simple. It just means we never, ever forget that the person right in front of us is a human being, just like we are. They've got hopes and fears and a whole backstory we know nothing about. Our job isn't just to perform a service. It's to meet them with honesty, empathy, and a real sense of responsibility. It's about character, not just technique. Okay, so this whole blueprint is built on 4 core pillars. First up, human service first, technique second. Basically, the connection with the person always comes before the task itself. Pillar 2, compliance as protection. This is about seeing rules not as a pain, but as something that keeps everyone safe. Third, practical step-by-step action, because real growth happens in small, consistent moves. And finally, number 4, community and lift as you climb. This means true success is about helping everyone around you rise up too. It's a powerful framework. So you might be asking, how do I actually do this? How do I live by these pillars? Well, it's not about just faking it till you make it. It actually starts with a genuine inner transformation, a huge shift in how you see yourself and your role in the world. Just look at the difference on this slide. It shows that shift in real time. Over on the left, you see language that's kind of passive and unsure, right? I'm just a student. I hope I pass. But look at the right. It's active. It's empowered. I am a developing professional. I am building a reputation. This isn't something that just happens to you. It's a choice you actively make about who you want to become. And a massive part of this new identity is completely changing how you think about failure. This quote is so important. We're all taught to be ashamed of our mistakes, but what if we just saw them as data? Every little slip-up is just a piece of information that makes our future self that much wiser. It's a sign that you're growing, not that you're weak. Okay, so once you start to adopt this new identity, it totally transforms the way you look at your tools. And I'm not just talking about physical tools. I mean everything, from your technical skills to the rules and regulations you have to follow. They all become instruments of human care. Think about it this way. Your skill becomes a kind of language. Every precise movement, every gentle touch, it's communicating something deep to the person you're serving. It's saying, you're safe here. It's saying, I respect you, and I'm focused on you. Suddenly, getting better at your craft isn't just about technique. It becomes a direct expression of how much you care. What I love about this is that it shows us that getting good at something is a predictable journey. It starts with that messy awareness stage where nothing works right. Then comes awkwardness. Oh man, we've all been there, right? Feeling clumsy, like your hands have a mind of their own. But that's where the real learning happens. From there, you get to control, then confidence, and finally, mastery. That's where it all just flows. It reminds us that everyone starts at the beginning, and mastery is totally achievable. All right, let's talk about the other tool in the toolbox, the rules. For a lot of people, the word compliance just makes them anxious. We see regulations and inspectors as a threat, right? Something to be avoided or, worked around. But this Humanization Blueprint asks us to flip that script completely. Check this out. Compliance isn't a threat. It's a shield. It's what protects you from false accusations, from misunderstandings, from bad bosses. It gives you the power to stand tall and work with confidence, knowing you're doing things the right way. It's not a cage, it's your armor. So, what do you get when you combine this new identity, this idea of skill as care, and seeing compliance as your armor? You get a whole new kind of professional, one who makes a very specific promise to themselves, to their clients, and to their community. And the result is what the source calls the human service triangle. Think of it like a three-legged stool. You've got your responsibility to yourself, your responsibility to your clients, and your responsibility to the law and ethics. The key is, all three have to be balanced. You can't let one leg get shorter than the others. When they're all in balance, you have an unbreakable foundation for your entire career. And this really is what it all leads to. This whole blueprint forces us to redefine what success even means. It's not about how much money you make or how many followers you have. The true measure of your success is how many lives are better simply because you existed and did your work with care and integrity. So we're going to end with this question, which takes this whole idea way beyond any single industry and puts it right in your lap. I don't care if you're a barista, a project manager, a coder, a teacher, this applies to you. The principles are universal. So the real question is, how will you take these ideas and humanize your work tomorrow?